Man, I really, really hate how long it takes to start these streams. I probably already missed my trade, so now I'm negative. I was positive and now I'm negative because of how long it took to set the stream up. But we're going to go ahead and put our take profit area up to here. We're currently down $75 on this trade. So as soon as we see green again, we are going to take it. If we don't see green again, we'll get out at 100. I made a mistake and forgot to click on my stop loss. So I don't have a stop loss up here to stop me out naturally, which is why I would normally not take my eyes off a trade. But I was trying to get at least one live trade in, this week. But so far, not going in my favor. It was just in my favor, 150 bucks. So let's see if we get back down there. The reason I move my take profit down to this area is if we do finally break through on SPY and push on down, then we'll go ahead and see a large amount of money. But yeah, of course, you get on the live stream, you're going to start losing. Another reason that I don't live stream is because I don't like to change up my trading strategy at all. So as you can see, I started here. We pushed all the way down there. I bought in right here. So I've been in the positive for a bit. If we break 519, it just turned, 330? Then we should see a bit of a push down. But I'm going to go ahead and click this to be ready to close out at any time. You know me, when I see green, I'm going to take green. But what I don't like is not having a stop loss available, because I would have slid my stop loss up while I was uploading the stream, and I would have just been kicked out at $125 and just not had a stream. And now instead I'm down $100 to 125 bucks. But this is just a retracement currently. It should continue pushing down. Let me close this out so it's not as dark. This is just a retracement. It should continue pushing down. The true level is right about here, which is at about $100 to $125. The maximum that I can get is down to here, which would be like $850 or $875. This is a 2 contract trade that I'm doing right now. And we are just waiting to see if we can get back in profit. But I do believe we're going to go ahead and have another push down. We had to release some of the selling pressure. It was all the way down here at one point in time, so it had to pull back up, as you can see over here. In the morning is when it came all the way down. We never came back down to that low, so that's what I'm looking for. As you can see, I had an entry up here where I sold to, and it actually came all the way down here to where we currently are, which is a second setup that I had, and I made a decent amount of money off of that. So I'm not really hurting if this $100 or like $200 loss happens. But I'd prefer to win, So if we see this come down here over on SPY, to, let's say, let's move this over, zoom in on that a little bit, zoom. Okay, what is that? 50.24. We see another 50.24. Then we will get in and go ahead and close that. That is 125. This right here is 175. So literally cents is going to be the difference between getting a bunch of money and getting nothing at all. We'll let it pull all the way back up to the 200 EMA, but nothing beyond that. If it goes past the 200 EMA on the 5-minute, I'm done with this trade. I don't care how much it might push back down. I don't take losses like that. But we're riding it out right now. As you can see, it doesn't take much time for us to get back to positive. I'd love to see us come all the way down here and take out my take profit area. But beggars can't be choosers. And in order to take out that take profit area, let's go over to SPY because it's a little bit cleaner of a chart, and let's zoom out just a little bit. In order to hit that take profit area, SPY would have to come down to 519.62. Unlikely, but probable. Unlikely, but still probable. And as you can see, we're sitting at negative $100. Ooh, that's nice. I love when I see that. When you see it pull back and then a pop in your favor right into the gap there. That's a volume imbalance. That little blue line there is a volume imbalance, meaning that we should continue to push down, and we might push down aggressively. If we break that volume imbalance, we might push down aggressively. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this trade popping. Let's get through these 30s. I'm ready to close out at any time. So we came down to the volume imbalance, which is right where I have my order at right now. And we're pushing off of that, pushing back up to the upside. We might be shifting bullish. If we shift bullish, that's fine. I got my win for the day. I'll take a small loss. Of course, I don't want the loss. Of course. but I'll take it if I have to. Like I said, 200 EMA is the maximum we're willing to lose. That'll be $200 of this, keeping us at 5,100. But the two, and I won't get out right when it hits the 200 EMA because usually it's a rejection area. It's a level of resistance. So it'll go up there, it'll touch, it might even wick through to this candle right here, and then it'll push down off of that. You see us wicking down off of the 23 EMA right now. So everything is still, even though I'm negative right now, going in my favor. And that is why I'm not panicked and I'm not closing out of this order, even though I don't have the stop loss up there. If this order was running in the opposite direction, then I would be the heck up out of here before you could say, hey, look, it's running. But that is not the case. This is going in my favor. We are in a downtrend. Click that. Come from here. Okay, this is where we shifted above the downtrend. Once we come back down to this blue line, we'll re-enter the downtrend, but I'll already be positive at that point. And then once we hit here, I'll be up like $100 to $125. And then once we hit here, this will be like 150, 175. But what this wants to do is it wants to hit 519. We are at 337. They have to make a move. We've been literally consolidating all day long. As you can see, we've gone positive, back to the negative side. But we've been consolidating all day long. Someone has to win in the end. So if the winners are the buyers and it starts to push up, I'm out. If the winners are the sellers and it starts to push down, I'm green. But it's going in my favor. We just need to break the 30s. About 28 will be down here. So 520.28 on SPY would bring us down here on ES. The reason that I follow SPY instead of ES is I like to see a smaller number. It's much easier to watch this smaller number than it is to watch this juggle 25 cents at a time. You know, I can watch SPY move 1 cent. So like 10 cents on SPY is usually a full like dollar move on ES. Once we break this 38s, we will be in profit again. 40s is happening, 50s are happening, 38 is happening, 28 is $175. So that's what we're looking for. We might push back up to 50 one more time, which will hit the 23 EMA. As you can see, we now have formed a resistance level right here at the top of this candle and on top of these two wicks. So we're bouncing off of that resistance area. As long as we don't break through that resistance area heading to the 200, we are okay. And this is what futures looks like, man. It's super dope with futures because it's price action. So if this was like a trade at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on an options, this would literally probably cost me a lot of money, this consolidating that we're doing right now. But because it's straight price action trading, as soon as we break a price level, you're going to get $50, $50, $50 until you get all the way through. So every 25 cents of this trade is $25. Every time it jumps 50 cents, $50. Every time it jumps another way, 50 cents, $50 that way. We're watching like a hawk because we forgot to check the stop loss button. Again, for those who just joined. And we have seen $175 so far be the max. We have our take profit area all the way down here because that's the low of the day. If we do break through 520, we'll head down there. If we don't, then we'll just take whatever we get, either a loss or, you know, $100, $125. But we need to do something. Right now, we're dancing. Got yourself a nice dance partner. Isn't it nice? You can do whatever you want to. Girl, I'll make a movie star of you. You know that I would. Would you let me be your Hollywood? All right, so we're looking to get out negative 150. Like I said, if we hit the 200 EMA and don't bounce down, then we are out of here. We won't let this thing run against us. It takes nothing for us to get back positive, though, which is why I'm not freaking out about the slight run up. 242 is what we're willing to risk. Or basically 250 because you can't get 242. All my trades are $200, $250 to $1,000 trades, which is a 5-to-1 or a 4-to-1. We're going to let it bounce. Let's check out the 1 minute. We are willing to let it bounce. We are at the 200 EMA on the 1 minute. We're also reaching it on the 5 minutes. So that is a strong level of support, right? Resistance right there. So we're looking for that to push down. It always wicks through, so don't panic on the wick. But I want to show you guys the real. Sometimes you take a loss, sometimes you get a big win. These aren't all banger trades. I get my wins over the course of the day, over the course of all of my trades. So I'm well above my 500, so I can risk this trade right now. But we're going to watch and see. 275. We wicked up. Let's check the 5 minute out. Okay, right there at the 5 minute, which is what I mean. On the 5 minute is the strongest level of support that we've had all day. We break through heading up here. We're getting the hell out of here. Do 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 do. Hey white girl, so fly, you are flying to the cameras. We had to take our clothes off to live a good time. Oh no, 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 no. Where's the 15 at? Okay, so the 15 is up here at 87. It's the final area of resistance, but right here is where we're going. See if we line up with that for the 350. Looking to close out. We're not going to give back more than the 100, the 250 or whatever. So once we come back down, if it's not coming in our favor, then we will go ahead and exit out. Because we're not going to give back profit. We'll give back, you know, our gap, but not profit. 250 is where we normally get out at. But as you see, we're rejecting off of the 200 EMA, so I'm being patient. A lot of times that's a build up for another push down. But we will see. As you can see, we're red here, which means that we're still in a bearish trend. Overall, even though we're currently above my trend line. And you're watching SPY with me over here, so you see the 520.60. Time is 15:43. So we have 2 minutes. This is the 2-minute warning for this trade. 2-minute warning. Is it going to go aggressively to the downside or is it going to pop up in the 2-minute warning? We are live to the cameras. Back into the 50s we go. We need to get back to the 30s and then the 20s. We are lost to the cameras. The world is yours. The world is yours. So play the role, blow the dust off the record, and put the needle down slow. Our veins are cold, but we will never grow old. We can do whatever you want to. Girl, I make a movie star of you. You know that I would. If you let me be in Hollywood. Might not get anything out of it. Nice little pushback here. We needed that to go all the way down to this point. Might not get anything out of it. But we shall see. We are on the 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and click on getting ready to close. based off of whatever this next move is. Go over to SPY. Need that to put the alert right here. Crossing down. Crossing down to the 40s. And then, of course, 28, which is the low, low, low. You know I like my alerts. The cool thing is that when the market closes for options, I don't have to exit this play. I can just sit and wait a few minutes. Because you have until 4:59 to close your position. So even if it's not going my way, like right at the close, I can get out after the market closes. So if there's a pullback, it still goes in my favor. Cool. Blow the dirt off the record and put the needle down slow. Our veins are cold, but we will never grow. Oh, we can do whatever we want to. Girl, I make a movie star of you. You know that I would if you let me be your Hollywood. We get high, so high. We are lost, the glamorous white girl, so fly. We get high. Let's go to the 1 minute. Make sure we're pushing down. We are underneath the 200 EMA on the 1 minute. So we should come on back down to where we were. You see this rejection, this perfect little inverted doji here. If this was red, it would be beautiful. There'd be a much more aggressive push, but it's green, so there's kind of just wavering and more consolidation like we've been doing all day long. Change of character happened already. The crazy part is we only need 10 cents, and it looks like it's kind of happening. 49 to 38. There you go. You see what I mean? Nothing for you to get back in profit. So don't panic always. Try to be patient with these trades and see where they're really going. The market's going to tell you the truth. You know, people are going to try to game you and get you out of your trades, but the market will tell you exactly what you need to know. Then just like that, at 38 cents, we went positive for just a split second. Then it pulled back. But you see, whenever it touches your take profit area, or whenever it touches your order, you're good. You're good. You just needed to break on through to this point right here, which is why I love all my little go down. Once we break 520.38, we're green. Once we break 520.28, we're closing. It's a nice little bounce off of our area. So we actually got in at the support area, as you can see. We have some support pushing up right here. But that's because my last order ended here. So now this support has moved up. Still very much in the trade. As long as this doesn't pass the gap, we're good. We are lost. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. That was 41 right there. Back to the 30s. We're definitely on the right side of the move now. We were on the downside of the move. There we go. Back to the 30s. Now that's green, right? But it's not going to, it's got to fill for just a second before you can actually get your green. Then booyah. Look at that, guys. See what I mean? Now we're flying, and now we got to figure out where to close out at. So we're going to just open this up right here. And we're going to be patient. That's 125. Can we get 150? Going once. Going twice. 175. Can we get more than 175? 200. And you guys are seeing it live. Live trading right now. $200 is the new low. Ooh, looks like we might break through. Hold on a second. Let me close this out for just a second so I can slide up. I need this smaller immediately. Oh, we might break through. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Take my $200. Be patient. Be patient. That's 200. Can we go past 200? We are. We will go past 200. 520.18. So we're going to take the $200 just for being responsible. Always take profit. Always take big profit too. So just to be responsible, we will take the $200. Unless, of course, it does that and just blows through. like it just did. So now we're at 250. So now we're making some decisions right here. We're taking that 250. 275. I can't even close it fast enough. But we're taking the 225. You guys just saw it on the live trade. Obviously, it's going to run maybe a little bit lower, but we don't play with our food. It was 250, went back to 225. We took the 225 on the live trade. And that is how it works. You saw us go as far as negative 150. You saw us come all the way down to 225. Obviously, this is going to break out. We didn't want to wait for the breakout on the off chance that we get, the payday, when we had the payday staring us right in the face. You see it kind of wavering right there. I never like that, just for the off chance that it does push up aggressively. But like I said, I do believe that we're going to get down towards the lower part of where we were early this morning, because we never came back down there. But that is my first live trade trading futures, I think. Is it? It might be. That's either my first or my second live trade trading futures. We made $225. The order is done. We are happy with it. I don't care what happens after this. I'm getting out of here $250 richer, but I do want you guys to see how this plays out. So I'll stay on just a little bit longer and let you see it. So now we're going to go ahead and zoom this in, scroll up a little bit. Now minimize, scroll down. This is the area that we're looking at. I know this looks like a mess, but once you get used to seeing it, yo, really understand. Oh yeah, we're going down there. We're going down, baby. Yo, street in a Range Rover. Yeah, we for sure could have made about $1,200 off of this trade. Let's find out. Let's find out. But we got 250. We come down here, we make $800. So we could have made about 8 if we come all the way down here. This is about 5 right here. Let's see where we got in. We got in right here. So yeah, that's $500 right there. So we got to $500. But like I said, never play with your food on the off chance that maybe you get the win. Take that profit, keep stacking it up. You'll make plenty of money over time. And as you can see, we have made $1,014 on this account today. So it's a good day. It's $1,000 day. There's nothing to complain about there. And you just stack the wins. You don't have to get this massive win immediately. Just stack your wins. You saw me make 250. I made 1,000 total over the trades that I made today. You can take a loss within those trades as long as you don't lose your profit, right? It's okay to take a loss within those trades. So $1,000 day, can't complain about that. This is a brand new account that we just got up by over 2 days, 1464. We'll try to find ourselves another good trade tomorrow, maybe have another live stream. But listen, I'm going to hop on off here. You guys see it running down. You see it get to the $500 mark. So at the very least, we could have put out $500. But we're not going to sit here and watch this. The market closes in 6 minutes. It's probably going to do a bunch of crazy stuff. So if you want to go ahead and head on over to your stock stuff, you can go ahead and take a look at that. But I am done for the day. I'm going to close my computer and go play with the girls. We're going to head on outside and fly some kites. Love you guys, man. I hope you enjoyed that trading session. I hope you enjoyed seeing me go negative and actually work my way all the way back positive. But it's how it works. You don't always start out with a banger where it's just running and running and running in your direction. Sometimes you got to sweat it out a little bit, and you have to have that patience, but that's also why I take my profit. Yes, we did go down to a point where it's $700 now, but how am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that it's 100% going to go down to $700 when I'm staring $250 in the face, But that is a wrap. I'm going to go ahead and just make this a video, and then I'll post it up later on. You guys have a great day. This has been another Full Transparency Trading Session. I'm your host, Sebastian. The regular market closes in 5 minutes, so I'm out.